Greetings, Full Sail peers. My name is CJ Smith, and I'd like to share a few experiences related to my Full Sail journey. Let's start with some new places I discovered in the area. The Colorado Fondue Company. I was lucky enough to get Valentine's Day reservations for this awesome restaurant. It's traditional fondue with a twist. They give you hot stones to cook your meat, and they have an awesome selection of cocktails. A great place for a romantic setting or a group socializing setting. Some pretty cool Instagram opportunities too. I wanted to experience a different type of meal in the area. Next, we have Guy Fieri's update of Planet Hollywood, including a chicken tender restaurant that has dozens of unique dipping sauces created from this flavor pro. Movie memorabilia is also worth the trip as well, especially if you want some cinematic inspiration. I mean, that's why I chose this place. Last, we have Player One Video Game Bar. I've been wanting to check this place out for years. It's a bar packed with craft beers and video game inspired drinks and plenty of retro video games to play with. A great place to socialize and meet like-minded people from around the world because there's plenty of tourists that are drawn to this place since it's near Disney World. All fun aside, I wanted to look into something more benevolent and a way to get involved in communities I want to support, and that's when I found the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando. This organization attracted my attention when I found out that you can take a rescue dog for a walk around town for a few hours. And I thought that was a cool idea. They are an admirable organization that wants to find thousands of pets homes. I personally like to help them any way I can. I also want to look into media organizations to keep in mind for the future. The most noteworthy one I'm interested in at the moment is the National Association of Broadcasters, an organization dedicated to protecting local television, radio, and public media from harmful government policies. I see this organization as an opportunity to help protect mine and others' creative freedoms in the future. Now that I have a good idea of what is available to me outside of campus, I wanted to get to know a few of my peers more. So I interviewed a few students that were deep into the program. Here are some noteworthy quotes worth mentioning. I first asked Brett Puffenbarger what his favorite aspect of MCBS was, and he said, "I think I enjoy the challenge most, or the quality of content we create in the program." When I asked Tess Barish a similar question, she said, "I like how tightly knit we are as a student body, and with instructors as well." After talking to these students, I got more excited for my future in this program, but I realized there is some personal growth I need to work on in the meantime, starting with my struggle with staying focused. For the past few years, I realized that technology is necessary, but it is also distracting. I feel like staring at my phone leads to a bunch of useless knowledge instead of productivity. So I want to start finding ways of using technology to stimulate my brain in positive ways. I feel if I don't make some kind of change, then my brain will turn into mush. So I hope to strengthen my brain so I'm more clear-headed in the future. So what better time to start than now? Surfing around, I found a few useful resources I like to share. Up first is elevateapp.com, a membership-based daily brain trainer that's fun and enlightening. Tons of addicting games, but it's mostly app-based. Also, there is luminosity.com, which is very similar to Elevate, but they are more website-based than Elevate and has completely different types of games. Another problem I have is not expanding out of my comfort zone and meeting new people. If I continue on a path that stays in my personal inner circle, it will be extremely hard to network for my career goals. After I am caught up with my current life situations, I plan on joining more clubs and organizations as well as push myself to be more social. I feel this will get me to those networking skills that will be crucial in my field. I figured that the best place to start is finding some fun groups to meet like-minded people. I like to look into using meetup.com more. That seems like a good resource to find social outings involving things that I'm interested in on a local level. Then there is Facebook groups. Most of us are part of one, but I'm discovering all kinds of tight-fit groups with a certain niche you are not going to find somewhere else. And yes, networking over the interwebs is crucial too. Thank you for taking the time to view my scavenger hunt. I'll be looking for more cool experiences like these in the future. Thank you.